Welcome back, everyone. Well, it's official. We knew it last week, but now it's official. Democracy is dead on the federal level. Yep. Mark Carney, well, it's all over the place, so I'm not breaking any news, right? He's got his majority. Corruption rules, and everybody's okay with it. Well, half the country is, anyway. Went online today and just reading all kinds of comments on X and Facebook and stuff, and it's one thing to be happy as a Liberal supporter, but the level of stupidity astounds me on how people think that this was democracy, that this was Canadians giving him a mandate, and this is not it. This is not it. We had an election 1 year ago, and Canadians voted for a minority government. They voted so that there would be checks and balances along the way. And now that's out the window. So, like I said in my last show, there's going to be no more excuses. He cannot blame the Conservatives for anything, for blocking anything, which they pretty much went along with everything he wanted anyways in the last year. So it's all on him. Everybody's fine. The corruption's okay. Nobody's got a problem with that. CBC doesn't call him out for that. They want to put down Polyev like it's his fault because his caucus leaves. But it's got nothing to do with Carney. No backroom deals. No. They even admit it right in Parliament. Hey, if you want something for your town, you gotta come on over to our side. And if you don't believe me, you gotta start watching CPAC, because that's exactly what Melanie Joly was saying in the House of Commons last week. I'm not making this shit up. So, bribery works. I'd like to know what these people that have crossed the floor are getting. What is worth selling your soul? Are you really getting something for your constituency? Or is it just for yourself? Where the hell's my pause button again? So here's a pop quiz. What is the word for the type of leader who seizes control of the government without an election, censors the internet, outlaws religious speech that he finds offensive, and gives your tax money to the media to promote pro-government propaganda? I don't know. There's a word for it. Moving forward, this will be a short show today, which will be good for everybody because nobody likes a long show. Nobody's really watching the whole thing anyways. And this whole topic is being beaten to death by everybody, but I did want to read something from somebody that I follow and watch her podcast religiously, Jasmine Lane. And she says, people saying Pierre Poilievre should step down are acting like we're still in the old Canada. We're not. Carney just pulled off something that has never been done before, using a loophole to build a majority, and instead of outrage, it's getting applause. And now those same people want to turn around and lecture everybody else on how politics is supposed to work. No. You don't get to break the system, benefit from it, and then demand everyone else respect the rules that you just blew up. The precedent has changed. Old norms no longer apply. You cheered for it, and we're excited for this. Don't stop now. Moving forward. You know what? In the interest of fairness, I will say one thing today in praise of Mark Carney. He is going to take a portion, small portion, but a portion of federal tax off of the gas. So let's give it up for him. At least till Labor Day. It wasn't his idea, though. Poilievre's been shouting at him in the news for the last couple of weeks about having this done. It's only going to work out to like 10 cents. I guess that's something. I know he can take off more, but I guess that'll be something Pierre will be on his ass about. But it's a start. 10 cents is 10 cents. Moving on. I don't have any video clips from the Liberal Party shindig this weekend, but I did pick up one thing that I want to share. So, sorry, I just went blank for a second. So they had this guy, Patrick Pichette, a former senior executive at Google, who now lives in Europe. He suggests that Canadians who want to pursue opportunities in the U.S. should face an exit tax of $500,000. $500,000 to leave your own country. What in the hell? This from someone who once left Canada himself to build a career in the U.S. and paid virtually nothing to do so. And if you're listening and not watching, at the top of this, it says, you've been in power for 10 years, you doubled the debt, you weakened the economy, and now your answer is to trap young Canadians. So, like, people want to get out of this country, and I don't blame them. I'm kind of one of them, but I can't go anywhere. I don't have the means, and I'll just go down with the sinking ship, I guess. But like, just think, you want to leave the country and start somewhere else, and you got to pay basically a fine, a tax. Call it whatever you want. $500,000 to get out of jail? Who comes up with this shit? My God. And they'll go, oh, yeah, and I know. Good Lord. And moving on. Actually, I'm going back because I found the thing I wanted to share about Marilyn Gladue. This is from her. Crossing the floor is the only way to get the Liberals to invest in your riding. And this is her saying this. I had the housing minister the housing minister, Gregor, I can't read, sorry. I'm going to start this again. I had sent Housing Minister Gregor Robinson, when I was re-elected in 2025, a one-page of all the things that lined up with his file that we wanted in Sarnia. It went really nowhere until I crossed the floor. This is what I'm hoping will be the result. So there you go. You want something, cross the floor and get it. I guess that's what they want. So I guess there'll be a stampede of everybody crossing the floor just to get the shit that they want. I don't think that's really how it should work. Well, moving forward once again, I just got one thing that I wanted to say about the Bill C-9 with the whole religious thing. And I knew last week when I was doing the show, there was something in the back of my head that told me that I had heard or read some scripture a long time ago, and you know, I'm the world's worst excuse for a Christian. But I knew something in the back of my head that told me, you know, there was some kind of scripture to basically say not to worry about this. And I found it. It was actually just the other day, and I marked it down, and so I would remember it for whenever I do the next podcast, which is now. So, you know, C9, there's going to be restrictions on what you can say to people publicly or online or whatever about religious texts and hate speech and all that stuff. And really, you know, for me, it doesn't affect me personally because I don't go out spewing religious texts or anything of any kind to anybody to tell them how to live their life. But for anybody that's got their knickers in a knot about not being able to say anything publicly, I do have some scripture to talk to that deals with that, and I'll say it in just a minute. But I did want to touch on, just recently I heard that the province of Quebec totally banned any public prayer in the public squares and the streets and all that stuff, which is pretty extreme that they had to do that. And I don't think that's actually geared at Christians at all, because it's pretty Catholic there, you know. I think that's to try to get some of the other people out of the streets and causing chaos. So anyways, about C9, this came to me when I was doing my Bible study, my daily devotional, and this comes from the book of Matthew. And I wish I'd blown it up a little bit easier for me to read. So I'm going to kind of look in here. So this is from the book of Matthew. And when you pray, do not be like the hypocrites, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and on the street corners to be seen by others. Truly, I tell you, they have received their reward in full. But when you pray, go into your room, close the door, and pray to your Father who is unseen. Then your Father who sees what is done in secret will reward you. And when you pray, do not keep babbling on like pagans, for they will be heard because of their many words. Do not be like them, for your Father knows what you need before you ask him. I had that sort of jumbled backwards in my head, but I couldn't put it together. So, you know, it's all in God's timing, and it came to me right there. So, yeah, there's no need to go out and pray in the streets and tell people how to live their lives, you know. Everybody sins. So whether, I'm not going to name sins. A sin is a sin is a sin. Maybe there's worse sins than others, but, you know, let he who is without sin cast the first stone. With the life I've had in my past, I'm not that even that bad. I have got no right to tell anybody what to do. Anyways, I just wanted to share that. So, I never felt right praying in a church with people. I always knew I was supposed to do it alone. So, that's what I feel. That's what I get from it. And feel free to leave your comments. Anyways, moving forward, I don't know if I'm worth talking about any more of the federal stuff for a while. I'm going to stick to some more local stuff. I got some videos of a couple local mayors talking about the really rough side roads that we've got going on here in the Durham region. So this is Mayor Dave Barton from UXBRIDGE, and I don't know, this, I think the 6th concession, anyways, he's gonna talk about it. This is a really rough road here.
Hello everyone, Dave Barton here. I am here in the 7th concession. This is one of our roads that has not been hard surfaced yet. And this time of year, when it's this wet, when the frost is coming out of the ground, it is a total disaster. It's why we've paved 20 kilometers of roads for the very first time. So if your road looks like this, know that we're not ignoring it because we don't care. It's because there's not a lot you can do to make them better without making them worse. So when it's this wet, and we run heavy equipment like a grader through it, it might look better for a very short period of time, but it gets worse really fast, especially when it continues to be wet. So we are just waiting for the appropriate weather so that we can look after these. We are starting another section of gravel conversion this year. So just know that we are very motivated to get these things fixed long term. And until then, we will be pulling graders out as soon as it dries up. Thanks, folks. Hello, everyone. Dave Barton here. I am here.
Now, this next video is a little rough on the ears because it was super windy that day, but this is Mayor Mike Jubb of Brock Township.
Good morning again, everyone. Mike Jubb here, Mayor from Township Brock. I am on 17th and 11th concession of Brock. Just having a look at our gravel roads. I understand our roads are not acceptable right now. I got called out for saying that the roads are just fine. I've never said that once. That's the most ridiculous comment I've ever heard, to be quite honest. I tour our back roads all the time. I talk to our staff all the time. Again, I'm not a grader operator. Council's not a grader operator. That is operational, which our staff and manager operations look after. So right now we have all, it's not lack of effort here. We have all 3 graders, we have draggers, everything ready to go. It's just the conditions have been treacherous. It's been freezing. It's been warm. It's been rain. Someone told me we got 100 millimeters of rain last week in the Sunderland area. You cannot grade these roads. It will make it worse. And to boot, if you look right here beside me, there's a frost hole. There's still frozen frost coming out of these roads. So it's an extremely difficult time. Is this acceptable? Absolutely not. I have never said that. If anything, I am all in favor of throwing everything we can at these roads, which is what we've obviously done in the past. The problem is we can't get on them right now. It's just so bad. It makes it worse. We did it last year. We came and graded the 10th and 11th last year. We never should have done it. We've had more complaints since. I will promise you, as soon as this equipment can get on here, we have a full complement of staff ready to go. Please, it's not their fault. They are ready to go. It is the weather. It is horrible. The Mayor of UXBRIDGE just posted. Ramera, Kawartha Lakes, we're all in the same boat. This is not just Brock. This year, we have also increased our gravel program almost to $1 million. That's historic amounts. External ditching, brushing, peel the corners off these roads. Let the water out. We know what needs to be done. We're working on it. We do have limited resources, but I wanted to update you. I never said these roads are acceptable. That is ridiculous. I'm sorry. And we're going to do all we can. I'm out here. I'm traveling them. So please, give us a little bit more patience. We are gonna get these sorted out. Thank you so much. Good morning again, everyone.
Yeah, moving on. There's another video update that was uploaded just yesterday. So this was good news. Oh.
Hi everyone, Mayor Mike Jubb here, Township of Brock. I am on the 4th concession of Brock, east of Blackwater, south of Sunderland. And I am on the stretch of road where the Blackwater Bridge was redone just last year. And council just approved emergency funding to fix this road. This stretch of road, it's going to get about 600 kilometers fixed. This is a perfect example of what went wrong in the past. They put down 2 inches of gravel. They've hardtopped a road in a swamp. So here we go. I'm going to turn around. Here's a road that's just fallen apart. It's almost level to the swamp. It needs to be built up. There's still, honestly, wood on this road. I can see wood at the rail bed. So this has to be done right. Again, council just approved funding $160,000. This is going to be built up. It's going to have proper filter cloth, and then it's going to be re-hardtopped. So again, this won't cost any money. This is coming from savings from other projects, but this is just one example where double surface treatment was not done correctly in the past, and it's costing us all now, but we are going to fix it, just like our Brock Roads Rehabilitation Master Plan. We're on year 4 of that. This is an addition to that, and we're going to fix it. It's just going to take time because these were not done correctly. Just wanted to provide an update. Thank you very much, everyone. Bye.
And we're back. Was I gone? Oh yeah, I was gone for a while. Oh, my stuff's freezing up. What the heck is going on? Nothing's working right as soon as I come back. Okay. Anyways, you can tell by the look on the screen there, it's Mr. Furley time. No, not Mr. Furley time. It's Mr. Roper time. Difficulty. Apparently I did Mr. Roper time for nothing because it didn't record. So I gotta do it all over again. Same bad jokes. Alrighty. Joke number 1. The orchestra leader was hit by lightning. Unfortunately, he was a good conductor. Oh boy. What do we got here? Someone ripped the 5th month out of the new calendar. I'm dismayed. I like that one. I went my whole life absolutely certain I'd never get a phone call from a vegetable. Then one day, onion rings. Oh boy. Oh, I didn't read this one the last time. I don't know why I couldn't find it. Watching the World Origami Championship. It's on pay-per-view. Oh boy, I like that one too. All right, we'll end it here. I was so confused last night when my printer started playing music. Turns out the paper was just jamming. Oh boy. Does anybody actually stick around for these at the end? I don't know. Nobody leaves a comment at all. I don't even get any likes. I get views, but I don't know. Anyways, we're getting to the end of the show here. Let me get trying to find something here, and I can't see it because I don't have my glasses. I don't know where I put them. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed whatever this was. And you have been a dynamite audience, and you deserve to give yourselves a round of applause. Thanks again. Take care. God bless. Take care of each other out there. All right?